Hi, my name is Edna and I do cakes for a living. And I have been approached from different people to do a tutorial on my techniques that I use in my cakes. So here I am. I decided to do a Calla Lily first just to get people used to, getting to work with gum paste. Calla Lily is a very easy flour, and I'm gonna use a no fail way to do a Calla Lily. Anybody can do it. It's a different technique that some other people use, but it's great for beginners and it's gonna look perfect when you're done with it. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are, and I have a board where I'm gonna be working, and I have my gum paste under a cup so it doesn't dry. And what you want to do first is take some color, and I'm using gold and yellow, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of a drop, and I'm just gonna mix it well. Now I like to always put some Crisco in my hands and just work my gum paste so I can make it soft. And then I'm gonna roll it in a bowl. And when I do that, I cup my hands and I put the gum paste in the center of the ball of the hand so I can actually roll it around, and the heat of my hand is just going to make my gum paste really smooth, because sometimes gum paste do have cracks in it and you just want to get rid of them. So the more heat you create in your hands, the faster you're gonna get rid of those cracks. After you do that and it's looking smooth, you're gonna do like a little snake. And I wish I could tell you a perfect size for a snake for the center of your Calla Lily, but there's no real way for me to explain that to you, because it really depends on your cutters. We're gonna use a hard cutter for this Calla Lily, and this is why this Calla Lily is so easy, because you can use hard cutters and you can use any size you want. Now when you roll your center, you want to taper the top, not completely to a point, but kind of. And what I do is I measure my heart, and I just want to go below it and cut it at the bottom of the heart. So in this one, it's kind of like a 3-inch heart. I'm probably gonna go 3/4 of an inch below my top bottom. But if I was gonna use a smaller heart, it would be a little bit less, maybe half an inch. So it really depends on the heart that you're using. And after that, you just have to actually you do whatever works for you and looks appealing. So right now I'm just gonna measure, I'm gonna mark it, and I'm gonna use my palette knife. You can use scissors too. This is a great tool though, but a scissor will work fine. And you're just gonna cut it, and you're just gonna soften that edge a little bit. And as you see, it works perfect. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some wire. This is a number 20 wire, and I'm using a number 20 wire, which I'm gonna put some glue at the top so I can slide it inside my center. I'm using a 20 wire because it's strong enough for my Calla Lilies. And in the cake that I'm making right now, I really don't need the wire to be seen, so it's enough to use this wire. But if you were going to do a cake where you want to see the whole Calla Lily with the stem, then you would have to add a few of them until you have the thickness that you need, and use some florist tape, put them together, and then add your center to the wire. Now if you want to add some detail, You can use some sprinkles. What would you do is put some glue. Just put some glue in your center and just sprinkle some sprinkles on top of your center, and that's the center of your Calla Lily. You let this dry overnight. I usually put them in a styrofoam with the rest of my flowers and let it dry overnight. Next, we're gonna do our flower.